YouTube. So today I'm going to show how I'm going to change the engine oil and gear oil of a GTS200. It's a SYM. So exactly I'm going to run you through and what the tools that you need, maybe some tips along the way. So you need one of these close-ended wrench, 17mm. This is for the engine oil bolt. 14mm is to top up the transmission oil. 10mm to open the transmission drain bolt. Plier to open the oil drain cap. WD-40 to spray the oil filter strainer. Engine oil 10W40, 10W30, whatever works for you. You need 800 ml of it. Gear oil 75W140, as the manual recommend. It's difficult to find. I do not recommend getting the lighter version. You need one of these long funnels and a drain pan, some racks. Right, so what you do first, you put it on the main stand, and what you do is you loosen the bolts. Number one, you loosen this top up, this transmission top up bolt. I believe it's to the right to loosen, and then just to loosen things up. Next will be the drain bolt over on this side. It's 10mm to the left to loosen it. Next up, you would want to loosen the oil cap with your pliers, and lastly will be this oil drain bolt to the left as well. And what I'll do is I'm gonna warm up the bike, maybe for a minute or two, just to keep things draining. Right. Some point to note, I'll change the engine oil every 2005 to 3000 km and the gear oil every other oil change, so that's about 5000, which is recommended in the manual. 6000 is a little pushing it. So I'm gonna warm up the bike. Right, so I've warmed the bike up for 3 minutes and I'm going to drain the transmission oil. So I've loosened all of this. This is 14mm, you can take it right off. So I put the bike on the side stand because the way it's designed, if you put it on the main stand, it's going to spill all over. Right, so yeah, nothing drips out. Gonna let it breathe, and the bottom it's to the right, right? It's a 10mm. Okay, no, it's to the left. This bolt is to the right to loosen it up. So, right, here we go. You see the gear oil, oh goodness, doesn't look good. This is after almost 6000 km, manual recommended 5000. Alright, so this is the gear oil after, I would say, 5700 km. Manual states 5000, and no, I don't think I'll be doing that. It looks awful. And alright, we're gonna tighten things up, and I'm gonna top up the oil. Alright, so still on the side stand, I'm gonna top up the transmission oil. Use what is recommended, and you can see here requires 100 ml. Just gotta squeeze it in. Yep, there's this marking here, makes life easier, and get it down to 800. So yep, and then you just close it up after that. Draining the engine oil, it's better to put it on the main stand, just the way it's designed. So before I do that, I'd like to show you the gear oil. This is after 5700 km. So yeah, I wouldn't do that if I were you. I'm using the premium stuff, Gear 1, Mobile 1, Mobile 1 gear oil. It's expensive. So let's start with draining. Alright, so all this has been pre-loosened. Drain this out. Alright. And loosen the plug. Alright, rock and roll. Alright, there you go. You see the strainer, don't lose that. Pick her up. It's really dark crap here. Alright, so what you're gonna do next is you're gonna use WD-40. You're gonna find any particles, you're gonna spray this clean. And then just top up the engine oil. I would generally measure it on the main stand, then put it on the side stand just to be sure. It should be about, you start about 700 ml and work your way up. Right. Hey guys, what's up? So I'm back and here are some tips. This is really clean, so I'm not gonna bother using WD-40 on it. So just in case anyone is wondering, this is how you're gonna put it back. The spring, the part that is tapered, goes down, followed by the strainer, and you just screw it back in. And one tip, what I do is I pull the bike to my right. So I lean the bike this way, and about, you can drain another 100 ml, so that's a quick bonus tip. So I'm going to screw this right up and top up the oil. Alright, so welcome back, and I'm going to show this because I like to show you how useful these long funnels are. As you can see, it's really barely, the length is barely making it. You're going to struggle if you don't have this. So I'm going to top up 700 ml. Good thing of this measuring stuff here. And I'm going to build my way up from that. I'm going to update if the readings are the same for the main stand and the if it's flat on the ground. So stay tuned. Alright, so I'm done filling up the engine oil, and guess what? It took 750 milliliters, and I tried it, main stand, side stand, main stand, and without the main stand, the measurement is the same, more or less the same. And after I top up the oil, I warm up the bike, let it cool down, and the measurement still is the same. So unlike some other bikes, this will not drop down and you have to top it up. So 750 ml. Let me show you the level that you are gonna get. Right, can you see it? Alright, you can see it's almost three quarters to the top of the stick. So just tighten it up, and alright, you're good to go. I guess I hope you learned something here. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe. See you soon. Take care. Alright, so bonus footage. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna change the spark plug. So you get one of these, the CR8E from NGK, and the manual says every 12,000. I'm gonna do it at 6 just to see how the engine is like inside. So when you do a screwdriver, flathead, pry this out and just let it rip. Let it rip. Alright, so I've actually loosened things up here. You gotta yank this spark plug cap, pull it really hard, and you're gonna get it off. Alright. And here is the spark plug. Hopefully you have one of these tools. It's actually a 16 mm head. I think this is the original toolkit. Stuff it in. The rear is 14 mm, and to the left, which is anti-clockwise, and you're gonna get it out. Alright, so to continue, that was really deep, man. Alright, so let's see what the engine has to say. Right, this is good. It might be a little lean, but as you see, the electrode on the inside is brown, which is good. I would not bother adjusting anything. Maybe a little leaner, but I'm gonna leave it as it is. So this it is at 6,000 km. You're gonna stuff a new one in, hand tight, or not without any strength, and then you're gonna tighten it. It says here, I think something like 1/2 to 2/3, and you're good to go. Right, thank you very much.